The term off-plan has been often used in the real estate sector, and in today's video, we are going to really look at what an off-plan property investment is. So if you are that somebody out there that is looking at acquiring an off-plan property investment with the goal of building a portfolio that will generate cash flow or capital appreciation, then this video is for you, because in this video we are going to explain in details what an off-plan property investment is, and also the benefits of you investing in an off-plan project, and finally how you can identify a good off-plan property investment. My name is Alex Iwambe. I'm a real estate broker right here in the city of Abuja. On this channel, we are building a community of smart investors who are intentional about building sustainable wealth for themselves, leveraging real estate as a tool. So, we don't just educate and inform you about real estate on this channel, but we also identify and share strategic real estate investment options right within the fast growing city of Abuja. So, whether you are in diaspora or you are in Nigeria, we make property ownership easy, simple, and profitable for you. So, quickly, let's begin. First of all, let's look at what an off-plan property is. The term off-plan simply means you making a property purchase at the level when the property has not been fully completed. That means the construction of that property has not been fully completed yet. And sometimes the developer will put up sales of off-plan when they just want to kickstart structural development on the said site. So at that moment, if you are making purchase of an off-plan, you are buying into the architectural design or the 3D model of what the developer really wants to do on the site. So I hope this explains the theme of plan property investment. Remember, it is an investment that you make on a property that you buy, a real estate purchase that you make when the property has not been fully completed yet. That is what an off-plan property investment simply means. Now, let's delve into the benefits of you investing in an off-plan project. First of all, you get to purchase at the lower cost. What this means is that if a developer is going to give out their project for off-plan sales, you are going to buy into this vision at the early stage. That means you are going to make a payment that is minimal compared to when structural development has started and probably they are finished with the development and the rest of it. So you are coming in at an early stage. So that means you are making payments at the lowest possible cost. That is number one benefit. The second benefit you get is you get higher capital appreciation. Now, imagine you buying into an off-plan project at the point where they are just about to kickstart infrastructural work. And let's say you buy a one-bedroom apartment for 60 million naira, right? And later on, when the project has been completed, or maybe at the later stage of the project, you now find out that this particular investment has appreciated in value. So at that moment, the 60 million you use in investing in the off plan will now appreciate to sometimes 100 million, 150 million. So in that case, you are selling with high capital appreciation. So that is another benefit for you. Now, another benefit is there is oftentimes a flexible payment. Most times developers give out off-plan sales with a flexible payment on 6 months, 12 months and thereabout, depending on how the developer has structured the payment plan. So in that case, as an investor who wants to key into that investment, you are making a deposit. Sometimes you make deposit, then you spread the remaining balance according to the developmental phase of that particular project. So this is also another good benefit of you investing in an off-plan project. And also, you get to choose the best unit especially if you are coming in at the early stage of the development. And let's say you are coming in at the early stage of the development, you get to choose the unit you want and at the location which you want. Maybe if you desire to take, if it's a duplex, if you desire to take the first floor, then you will have the first option to choose the first floor and the location of the first floor. If it's closer to the entrance or maybe at the extreme end of the entrance, you have multiple choices to choose from it. So this is another benefit. And also, you equally get the opportunity to customize this unit, your off-plan unit, to your desired taste. You can ask the developer or the engineer in charge to twist the design in a way that will suit what you really desire. So there are several benefits that can be mentioned of off-plan property investment. And this system of investment in real estate, a lot of people have made massive money for themselves. So let's delve into how you can be able to identify a good off-plan property investment. Now, there are secret strategies that you have to adapt. There are strategies you have to follow. There are criteria you have to consider before you vet whether this particular property is good for you to invest into as an off-plan investment. I've listed some of them. Number one here is the location of that property. You see, at the end of the day, your aim is to build a portfolio that will generate cash flow or capital appreciation. Now, you all know that location really matters when it comes to real estate. So, if you need a rental income, you cannot go and invest into an off-plan property that is located in a place where the demand for renters is not even high. In that case, you are going to tie down your money. So, you have to take into consideration the location of that said property you want to invest in. This is very, very important. Now, the second point is you have to also look at the quality of the construction. What this means is that you have to get to the site to see things for yourself on whether there is high quality in the materials being used for construction. How is the foundation? If you have experience in that regard, you assess the foundation and then the soil and all things to put together. So this is done to avoid future risk on your investment. You have issues like building collapse in real estate here and there. So you make sure that you vet the quality of the construction of that particular property before investing your money so as to avoid risk. Now, also, you also have to look at the reputation of the developer, the person behind the project that you are investing into. You take into consideration things like their financial stability. Does this developer have the track record of completing projects within a set time frame? Or what is the review? What's the customer review of people that have invested with this developer before? Putting all of these things together will help you to identify whether an off-plan property is a good one for you to venture into. And also, you have to consider your investment goal. This, of course, is very, very important. You have to take into consideration whether you are going into that investment for capital appreciation or for rental income. Capital appreciation in the sense that you want to invest into the property, and when it gets to a certain stage of the development, you sell it off. By then, that time, the value must have increased. Or you want the property to be finished and then you give it out for rent. It is very important that you ensure the property aligns with your investment goal. I hope with this explanation, you now understand what off-plan property investment is and how you can be able to identify a good off-plan property investment, as well as the benefits that comes with investing into an off-plan project. So if you found this video helpful, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And don't forget to turn on the notification button so that you stay updated anytime we drop a new video on this channel. Thank you. I remain your real estate broker, Alex Iwambe, and I'll see you on the next video.